I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm glum right now, chat. I'm fucking glum. Thank you for the head pats, Tiny. Hello, CC's evil twin in YouTube. I hope everyone's having a good day today. My day's been fine. I just watched Charlotte before stream. I finished Charlotte. I have things to say about Charlotte. But right now I want to be glum. Right now I want to be glum. And right now I apparently have hiccups, I guess. Lovely. But I do hope everyone's having a good day. This is it. This is it. This is the final, barring the 222 follower special, which will happen when it happens. This is it. This is the final stream on the channel, or what is probably going to be a bit. Hello, Tiny's evil twin in YouTube chat as well. A lot of evil twins today. Hi, Docs. Hello, other dragon boy. I'm sad. Alright, so you're an alien dragon, not a fish god. That's how you really know they're evil. They're not calling me a fish today. I am with my brother. I am surrounded by my brothers. You all are my brothers. Everyone here is my brothers. Everyone here is my friends. That's one of the things that I've really liked about the community I've made. Just everyone is here. Everyone knows each other. Everybody's buddy. It's nice. It's nice, and I really like that. And I'm not gonna yeah, the server is still gonna be there. I'm gonna be talking on it. We're still gonna have movie nights and shit. But we won't have this, and that still makes me sad. But I want to make the channel like something that I want to move to the next phase of things, and I just don't have time for the next phase of things because life and adulting is a bitch. Brother tournament win. Nah, you'll still have it. I'm gonna keep poking you. Well, I mean, you can't force me to stream, Cecily. You can't do that. But yeah, tell your brother to like and subscribe. Thing is, my IRL brothers do know that I stream. My family does know that I stream. I've given them the Twitch link. They've just never shown up to my knowledge, and honestly, I'm kind of grateful for that. I feel like disappointment will go through the roof if they ever figured out that if they ever saw some of the shit I say on here. Resties is stage 3 evolution like a starter Pokemon. I do, man. I do. I want to get this shit started. Like, literally after, like, tomorrow, the entire day, I'm pretty much just gonna spend it entirely just finishing that commission for Cringe, finishing the doodles, and then from that point forward, it's all 3.0, baby. It's all 3.0. I don't have to look at a single goddamn thing. Ever again. Poop lever tone. But yeah, I'm really grateful that we've got quite a few people here today. It means a lot for everyone who's deciding to show up and be around for the finale to this silly little attorney game. It means a lot. Okay, I think the sad emotions are out of me now. I'm gonna talk about Charlotte. Charlotte. Charlotte was a good anime. It is the Pokemon Heroes of the anime I watched, where it doesn't have a lot of time, but it uses the time it has well. But it's still just kind of okay by the end of things. Like, it has... Like, Charlotte, it knows what it wants to be. It just doesn't have the time to fucking do it, and it breaks my heart. I really did enjoy Charlotte. Like, I don't regret my time, but the entire time I was like, God, this thing needed a second season. This shit needed 2 seasons to tell the story it wanted to tell. That and the themes are kind of all over the place. I could never really tell exactly what lesson it was trying to teach me, but it is what it was. It was what it is. The most general theme I can think of for Charlotte is that it's all about, like it's about cherishing the things you have while you have them. I think that encompasses most of the, like, beats of the story. But it's just very scattered about it, because it just doesn't have the time to really settle in on anything, which is really upsetting. But for the melodramatic moments in the story, like, it's really good. And just the fact that it pulls the rug from under you so goddamn hard. Because, like, literally the reason I found out about Charlotte was it was just one of those fucking YouTube shorts where it just, like, posts, like, clips from the anime. And it was one that, like, kept showing up in my recommendation, and I was like, fine, I'll fucking watch the stupid-ass short already. And it was just like, if I look at someone and think about them, I overtake their body for 5 seconds. Like, it's a very, like, by modern anime standards, it's a very, like, generic plot. Like, oh, here's this one funny thing, and let's make a 1-season show out of it. And then then I was, like, fucking, like, gripped, like, at episode 5. And I had to finish it all, like, today, before stream. It's just a shame, man. Like, literally, if this show had 2 fucking seasons, it'd be a goddamn masterpiece. It really would. I fully and confidently believe that about Charlotte. It just needed 1 more season to be amazing. Instead, it's just okay. And it's fine that it's okay. Fucking hell, the fact that anime got me to watch it at all is a lot. The fact that Charlotte got me to watch it all is a lot. Because it's so hard for me these days to want to watch an anime actively and actually use time out of my day to watch a show. Like, honest to God, man, when I watched Steins Gate, like, years ago, and Hunter x Hunter 2011, that was my peak. That was like the peak of anime for me. I've never hit a peak like that ever again. Like, those two are still tied for my top favorite anime. The only anime before, like, recently that I had watched since that point, barring, like, me watching the latest season of Konosuba and Charlotte, was Assassination Classroom. That was the only anime I had watched since then that I liked that much. Technically, I also watched Tokyo Ghoul after Steins Gate and Hunter x Hunter 2011. However, I did not like Tokyo Ghoul. I credit Tokyo Ghoul with being the reason I stopped wanting to watch anime actively, because I was so fucking underwhelmed by Tokyo Ghoul. It was so fucking mid for me. Think about you and take control of you for 5 seconds, and in that 5 seconds, I'll make you say Steins Gate Zero is what everyone should watch. No. In fact, I hated Steins Gate Zero so much that I forgot to mention it as an anime I watched between Steins Gate and now. We don't talk about Steins Gate Zero. Nobody should watch Steins Gate Zero. Just watch Steins Gate. It's fine. I know it leaves on a bit of a cliffhanger. You don't need that cliffhanger resolved. I promise you. I promise you don't need the cliffhanger of Steins Gate resolved. Got Tokyo Ghoul, the good old Razlas from Tokyo Ghoul of stop watching anime. Is that like a thing? Is that like a fucking thing? That like a lot of people are underwhelmed by Tokyo Ghoul? Because from what I understood, Tokyo Ghoul was popular at the time that I watched it. So for it to be the thing that made me stop wanting to watch anime, I didn't think it was like a common occurrence for people to be underwhelmed by it. But yeah, Charlotte's good. Watch it if you got time for a 13-second episode anime. It's not gonna be like one of your top favorites, but like you'll like it. I liked it. I felt like it was a good thing for me to watch it. Did not feel like my time was wasted. And it was also nice seeing where that fucking meme came from. Bro, it was so funny too. It was so funny because like I was just watching it. They were in this scene with the grocery store, and like we hadn't even gotten to the specific framing yet, but just like the things that were happening in that scene in that grocery store, it was like picking. It was like picking. It was like pinging parts of my brain, and I was like, "Is this where it came from? Is this what we're building up to?" And like I was sitting there with bated breath. I know I said episode 5 is what gripped me. No, I was lying. It was episode 4. I think it was episode 4 when this happened. I was just sitting there like, is it gonna happen? Am I gonna see it? Is a meme here? Is this where the meme came from? Is this it? Is this it? There it is! That was when I locked the fuck in. And back in a UC Gundam mood, I'm kind of wanting to turn on Netflix and watch the original trilogy movies while they're still here. I think they're still there. I've never been big in the mecha. I watched Gurren Lagann, but like other mecha animes really haven't like appealed to me. I'll be honest, the only reason I watched Gurren Lagann was because when I was a fucking horny teen, I thought Yoko was hot. And I wanted to learn more about the show Yoko was from. I'll admit it. I fucking watched it because I fucking watched Gurren Lagann because it was horny. But it was one of the best things I ever did. It's like my 4th favorite anime, 2nd or 4th. I forget. I want to see war. Have you considered playing Helldivers? But alrighty. I believe time has come. Let's just go ahead and go to Ace Attorney. I should probably actually switch the screen. Everyone thinks Yoko's hot, dude, and that just makes you relate to Simone. True. Very true. Alright. This is where we left off. Simeon is the mastermind. I'm not sure how long we're going to be on this segment of the case, but let's give it what we got, folks. I don't believe you. We trusted him, and he trusted us. You can't tell me that was all lies. That'd be too horrible. Sorry, Kay. Who was that? Hey, where do you think you're going, old man? Nothing escapes you, does it, young pup? Hold on, I'm not quite in that papyrus voice yet. Yeah, my congratulations, Mr. Edgeworth. But now that I know the truth, my business here is done. What? No, Mr. Canis, wait. He was so nice about— oh shit! Oh, okay, this is what we're opening up with. Edgeworth is getting fucking assaulted. Damn it, he disappeared. Are you okay, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't worry, I'm fine, but... Damn you! Are you alright, Sean? Killed my dad, he did, right? There's no easy way to say it, but... Sorry, Sean, it would appear that he did. He won't get away with it, I'll make him pay! Somehow, someway, I'll... No, Sean! You mustn't say such things. I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. You'll have to forgive us both. I just put the call out, so all units are on the lookout for Mr. Canis. I don't mean to hurry everybody, but we better be on our way too. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, where do you think we'll find our mastermind? Suppose you're right. We should go after the mastermind right now. Said he had to practice for the show, which I guess means he'll be at the circus. But before we leave, there's something I'd like to ask of you, Agent Lang. Dude got away from almost a whole police force. I guess he's used to it. There is what? Once a beast has been sighted, the next step is to plan its capture. When we arrive, there's something we'll need to try and find as a matter of priority. Detective, I'd like you to look into something that's been bothering me about Sean's kidnapping. Yes, sir. I want help too, Mr. Edgeworth. Good. There's somebody I'd like you to try and contact. Saint really is our mastermind. We're going to need this person's help. Between our many encounters, I never suspected a thing, even though he was right there in front of me. Messed up. No other way of putting it. But I'm going to put things right, once and for all. Here we are. This is probably where we should have left last stream, but We need to call Phoenix right. I'm not sure what Phoenix is doing at this point in the timeline. I know in Investigations 1 he shows up in the background on a boat, but... Ready. Oh, hi, Mr. Edgeworth. Did you guys come to watch the show? Hello, Miss Berry, Mr. Saint. You're a little early, I'm afraid. We're still practicing. I'm glad you kept your promise. Yes, I remembered you giving me this. That's so great. You're going to have so much fun. Probably getting hit with a car. No, we're not at Apollo Justice yet. He's like a few days from spoilers disbarment. Does that happen a few days after this? I think even you'll be surprised, Mr. Edgeworth. Huh? I think you've surprised me enough for one day already. What are you talking about? Would you mind looking at this photograph, Miss Berry? That's the eye painted on the balloon you used to advertise the circus, correct? Oh, yeah, what is this exactly? I have a strong suspicion that the balloon was used by the criminal we've been looking for. You do? Who's usually in charge of the balloon, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, that would be Simeon. But wait, you don't mean... As for where he is right now, he's with Blatant. Yeah, I do need to get to that. That'll probably be the next Ace Attorney we play on the channel. I'll have to learn how to mod my 3DS properly to get that working. Mr. Saint, you took the balloon out late the other night, didn't you? Sure, I was practicing. I'm still pretty bad at flying it, so I needed to put in some extra hours. At night, when it would have been even more difficult than usual. A strange time to decide to practice. But why else would I have taken the balloon out? What are you saying? That you weren't practicing at all. You were taking unconscious Kay to the top of the big building. In order to frame her for the murder of Rosie Ringer. Security cameras never recorded Kay taking the elevator up to the roof, which means she must have gotten there another way, from the sky. The only person able to make that happen would have been you. But, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't understand. Not all you did. You also attacked Sean at the garbage disposal area, drugged him, and carried him away. That's why you were late for the hearing at the courthouse, wasn't it? I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I do any of those things? Dude, I love the detail of just, like, he's not reacting at all. He's not, like normal saying, be like, oh my gosh, no! How could you believe I would do something like that? He'd be all, like, moving and stuff, but no, man is rock fucking solid. I love that detail. Playing dumb is my favorite way to get away with murder. Please, you have to believe me. I'd never ever do anything like that. Though also there is the other option that they just didn't want to animate him in his new outfit. Wish I could believe you, but I can't. The trust I had in you has been completely destroyed. That's horrible. Why would you say that? Told me back in the jail you said you believed I was innocent. You don't have to worry about that. We're friends. You know what it's like to be in your shoes. We're all part of the same club after all, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Fortunately so, I'm afraid. Thank you for sharing such personal details with us. Sound of it, you had little reason to kill Knight. Silver lining, you're getting spoiled for it. If anything, you're the one most affected by this passing. You analyze it? Oh yeah, no. I've been looking closely. Though I will say, Simeon didn't play much part up until this point again. And I will say, one of the things that's been getting to me about the game, that's kind of been a slight against it, and probably is one of the reasons, like, I'm not putting it above Great Ace Attorney 2 for myself. I don't like, well, oh, okay, cool. The audio, I start to criticize it, and the audio immediately starts going crazy. Give me a second. I need to deactivate and reactivate the capture card. While I'm doing that, one of the things that kind of annoys me a bit, not really annoys me, but just was kind of something that it was just a slight flaw, is just the plot gets so twisty and turny that it's kind of just fucking stupid. Namely, it's when Canis shows up. When Canis shows up in this case, that's when it's just like, okay, buddy, yeah, I get it. You like your plot twist. Let's get you to bed, Grandpa. I think Canis was just like that step too far in like just how utterly like confounding like the entire thing got. It's just like a smidge too much. Up until that point, I was like perfectly fine with it, and then Canis shows him and it's just like, oh, by the way, Mr. fucking Monkey Man is the big bad of the game. Like, he's the one that tells us that. Like, it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way, personally. Grandpa dog guy. That's what I like about Great Ace Attorney 2. It just strikes that perfect balance of twists. This just goes like one step too far. Thankfully, it's only one step, though. Rest assured, we believe you. We will get you out of here.
This is just awful. I never thought you'd lie to me. We didn't lie. I swear, Simeon, You said you knew what it was like to be me. I trusted you. That hurts, Kay. It hurts so much. Stop. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. This is Simeon we're talking about. He's not a bad person. Hi, okay, hi. Welcome back, Docs. How is your yaoi? See it now. That's your strategy, isn't it? With everybody. Root out their psychological weaknesses and exploit them. Without even realizing it, they wind up doing exactly what you want them to. Say hi to Ant. Oh, your brother, right? I forgot his username off the top of my head. But hi, Dox's brother. Hi. I'm going to disappoint you so much today. Exactly. The behavior one would expect from the arch manipulator behind all our recent troubles. I don't think you can ask about yaoi when they're spending time with their brother. I don't put it past them to talk about it with their brother. I don't put it past them. Whatsoever. My brother has already made fun of me about it. Don't test me. I have to test you. I have to make sure your edge is still sharp. And a dox that isn't drawing and obsessing over yaoi is a dox that has been replaced. I'll fucking do it. Do what? Doc's brother, it's 2025. I was too blind to see it before, but you won't fool me again. Simeon Saint, you are guilty of crimes too numerous to mention. Oh, so that's how you want me to play it, huh? At least did have the courage of your convictions, I guess.
It's gotta be 2026 next year. Tomorrow is going to be Thursday.
Luckily, grinding people's self-belief into dust is kind of a hobby of mine.
And there he is. He's trying loss on a light and bright. That is the best use of a light bright I've seen. Also, Jesus. Guess I have to switch his voice now. Or do I? He was using a voice changer before. They can get the inflection. Well done, all of you. Nah, not quite. Well, this is certainly a side of him we haven't seen before. So much for the trainee animal tamer who wouldn't want to fly. I guess that was all an act. But I'm glad we're finally getting to meet the real you. Simeon, this can't be true, can it? Truth lies, what does it matter? Huh? All you need to know is that Mr. Edgeworth here has made me very mad indeed. Animal abuse. Thank you for that, Bat Stocks. Valley Girl Mastermind. Like, I don't just want to give him the voice I did earlier, because that was a voice changer. Like, and now he's going to pay, and now he's going to pay. There we go. I like this one. There we go. Oh, the background changed. Sure, I went up in the balloon a couple of nights ago, but I was just practicing. I guess somebody took that picture when I flew by the big building. I fly around the area, doing promo stuff for the circus all the time. Nothing to see here, Miles. Nothing at all. Voice giving me flashbacks for a sec. So you go up in the balloon reasonably often? Yeah, promoting the circus, like I said. Is that true, Miss Berry? Well, it's true that Simeon's job is to go up in the balloon and spread the word. I guess just about everybody in the area would have seen him up there by now. And that same balloon was used in the commission of a crime. God, alright, hold on. This is gonna be you, no touching that all over again, motherfucker. I can't remember if you just said very good or not. Okay, so, it made me black out for a microsecond. Nonsense, I just happened to be in the area where it happened. Somebody took a picture when I was floating past the big building. That's all. I'll be the judge of whether you just happen to be nearby. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. Pats again, Docs.
Yippee!
I was just out practicing. I need to turn on my AC real quick. Give me 1 sec, chat. Give me 1 sec. I'm hot. More ways than one, but I'm hot. Also, hello, Senna's Xenoblade. A couple nights ago, I was just practicing. I guess somebody took that picture when I flew by the big building. Fly around the area doing promo stuff for the circus all the time. Nothing to see here, Miles. Nothing at all. Let's look over our evidence. Stuff pertaining to... God, we have so much evidence. Stuff pertaining to him flying the, balloon. I'm probably gonna have to press. 51st floor storeroom the night before last. There it is. But didn't see the president pass through. One's rehearsal tape. Is there anything in this? No, it is worth looking. Blue truck. IS-7. The bug. This Lloyd's tape. What did we conclude that was again? It wasn't fire breathing, it was something else. I've kind of forgotten what it was. And
the fire and the SS5 incident. And so far, I think we just need to press.
Hold it!
This balloon, we usually launch it from here at the circus.
No, you see, I need a wide open space. There's a pocket in my Sunshine Coliseum. That's where I usually take off from.
I kind of sound too close to you, sis. Fuck it, I'm just doing the voice from my Add a Voice Changer. I don't care if it's canonically accurate. That's what I want. Thank you, Docs. Pio, are you broke? I see, and how do you get the balloon to the park to launch it?
Not by hand, that's for sure. That thing must weigh a few 100 pounds. It's kind of impressive that it can even get off the ground now that I think about it.
Feels like it isn't giving me points, damn. The thing is, the standard, like, points are, like, really slow, though. Like, really slow. Grinding points normally is agonizing. But subbing in my, I feel like it feels like subbing speeds it up significantly. I don't know why. Someone should look into that. But yeah, like the normal point gathering without the bonuses or follows or all that shit is like an agonizing like grind. I have 13 points, BB girl. Let me spoil you. Spoil us with Geist, please. That'd be nice. I'd prefer it if you didn't change the subject. How do you transport the balloon?
Wow, give a guy a break, will you? It's not like I was getting miles off track. Sheesh.
Like that, yeah.
We use a truck, okay? You just load it onto the back and away you go.
Truck, you say?
Yeah, last time I took it out would have been 2 days ago.
That would be important. Better keep it in mind. Last time I took the balloon out, the truck would have been... The balloon out of the truck would have been the day before last. I'm so fucking tired of hearing day before last. I didn't mean to hit that. So just to confirm, the truck hasn't been anywhere else since then.
Why would you need to confirm that? I just told you, didn't I?
Answer the question. Or are you trying to avoid this one too?
That was a cheap shot, even for you. If I say something, you don't need to confirm it. It should be because I just said it. See how that
Dodge this! You're only making it harder to resolve the crisis that this planet faces. Not so fast. Oh, seize light! Lend me your power! Humanity, all you have to do is accept the death I have designed for you. What's wrong? Show me the brilliance of your will. I will make this star shine, brightest of them all.
And like that. Thank you, Docs. I am sufficiently spoiled.
What sense you insist the truck's been parked out back since the day before last? And the balloon was still loaded on the back, basket and all. Now, explain to me why that even matters.
Not right now. I think I'll just thank you for giving me a straight answer for once and leave it there. It means you insist that the truck has been parked here since 2 days ago. I think you might have let more slip there than you realize, Mr. Singh.
Are you done? Alright, as I was saying.
Okay. So the truck... parked in front of the big building, driver is nowhere to be found.
Objection!
There we go. Brilliant! This truck, it wouldn't happen to be blue by any chance.
Ah, so what if it is?
We happened to see a balloon truck ourselves just today, one with a large basket loaded on the back. If that was the truck you told us about, then your statement about it not having moved in 2 days is a lie.
Oh, hi, Lang. And Emma! We love Emma. We love Emma in this house.
Edgeworth,
Oh wait, I read it. I read his name like he was saying it. Richard Lang, Emma Edgeworth. Who's Emma? You'll find out. You'll find out next week. We're gonna play Rise of the Ashes from the Ashes next week on Dox's channel. Maybe. Depends what his schedule looks like. Blinks. There you are, Mr. Edgeworth, at last. I've been trying to find you ever since we wrapped up the case yesterday. You sent me a message saying you were here, so I came right away. And I found what you asked me to go look for. It was loaded onto a truck in the parking lot out back. A blue truck. Oh, hey, I know her. Yeah. Well, I think that truck might be the one we saw earlier today. In fact, I'm almost certain of it. They gave him a voice line. He has a voice line. Objection. I like it. I like his voice a lot, actually. He has a very good voice. That fits him very nicely. What? Just because it's blue? Like a million other trucks? What makes you so sure it's the exact same one? No, I saw it too. It's the same one for sure. What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? That wasn't me. Worthless are the words of a man who can't back up his claims with evidence. Wow, you sound just like him. Show me. I demand proof. Must be able to prove it somehow. It's the same truck, I'm sure of it. Man is simping. Not sure Simeon's gonna be that high up on my Antag tier list. Oh, what are you doing, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck? Engine's cold, which means it's been here for a while. No way, you can tell just from that? What can I use to prove it's the same truck? Luminol testing, fingerprint dusting, metal detector? Ah, yes, the floor is made out of floor. Luminol won't prove much since there wasn't any blood involved in the kidnapping, so our best bet is fingerprint dusting. I'd like to have the truck dusted for fingerprints. Oh, why would you want to do that? As I expect to find a certain very specific set of prints. If I do, that will prove beyond all doubt that it's the truck we saw in front of the big building. Whose prints will prove it was the truck we saw. Yours? Ah, man, I'm so close to Eustace. Simeon, you're driving me mad. I don't want to give you this voice. It just doesn't fit you very well right now. Yours? You think you're going to find your own prints on there? Oh, fuck it, we'll roll with that. I guess. YouTube Rise is slightly behind Twitch Rise. I mean, we don't care about YouTube Rise. So, he is there for VOD recording. That is it. Not simming, but the dude will show up in Rise's streams. Nah. Dice will kill him if he tries to take up my headspace. I do. As I put my hand on your truck when I saw him in front of the big building. Let's see what we can find, shall we? Emma, could you lend us your scientific skills one more time? That's why I'm here. One moment, please. Alrighty, take it away, Mr. Edgeworth. Huh? Me? Of course. Who else did you think was going to do it? Don't worry, it's easy. I'll show you how. Why are we having a tutorial this late into the fucking game? Why are we having a tutorial on this late into the game? Emma! Girl! Yeah, with your mouth. Ha, like that. Blowing with X should remove any excess powder. Alright, you got all that? Yes, thank you. Now to try it for real. Oh, there's no such thing as too much power, by the way. Go crazy! I'm going to waste all of your resources. All of it! I'm going to fill this screen with cocaine! Hold on, I gotta mash properly here. God, I'm slowly blinding myself. Now snort it, Edge. This is literally the same thing that happens in Ace Attorney 1. Okay, but in Ace Attorney 1, it was a new case on a new console with new mechanics. Like, it was a bonus case. They added new mechanics. We absolutely could have done this at an earlier point in the game. We do not need to have this late. Emma literally could just do it herself. How's the screen look, by the way, chat? Gameplay. Winter Wonderland, baby. They get the corner's a little bare. We're snorting Edge now, yes. We're snorting it all up except what's on our fingerprints. There we go. That's it. That's a nice clean print you got there. Why are your eyes red now, Mr. Edgeworth? Can we compare it to my prints right away? Yep, leave it to me. Why is the room spinning? I confirm it's Mr. Edgeworth's print, all right. Who are you? Was that another lie exposed? Yark! So what were you doing in the truck? Animal abuse. Oh, just driving around for fun, you know. He was abducted 2 nights ago. Your balloon was sighted nearby. Then today, another abduction. This time involving a truck supposedly used to transport garbage. And rice, which you apparently wanted. And your truck was sighted nearby. Coincidence, nothing more. You want me to believe that you were near the scene of 2 separate abductions simply by chance. Just be honest, you were involved in both. What makes you think they were even connected? A certain very important piece of evidence, that's what. Oh, this should be good. What connects Kay and Sean's abductions? The sedative. I was waiting to use that, so I remembered it immediately. Kay was drunk with a dose of a powerful sedative. A bottle of sedative was found right where Sean was being held captive. Very same brand, no less. Ha! I knew you tried something like this. So the same sedative was used. So what? That means everything's connected? You know as well as I do that doesn't prove anything for sure. Yeah, must have something. Must be a piece of evidence that can tie him to both crimes. Cops, prosecutors, you, Miles. You're all the same at the end of the day. You force the evidence to fit the crime, or you flat out make it up. Just so long as somebody goes to jail. You're no different from a certain other evidence tamperer we've had the misfortune of meeting. No, I'm nothing like him. Then show me. Hit me with your killer piece of evidence. You must have one, right? It's no use. I don't have anything that can tie him directly to both kidnappings. Okay, you about done there, Miles? No more cheap shots left to fire. He's denying every step like Alba, but hasn't pulled out any BS yet. It's time for my secret move, extraterritorial rights. Ooh, that Manfred insult. Great, well, I have a show to be rehearsing for, so if you don't mind. Hey, come on now, you two. There's no need to get all hot under the cranberry bush. Wouldn't want your good looks running down your face now, would we, Simeon, old pal? What are you sticking your nose in for? Hey, I just sense the vibe getting a little harsh and heavy, yeah? Thought I ought to lighten the mood. Help me out here, Kay.
Lift our spirits with a little dose of great faith magic. You don't have to tell me twice. Okay, let me see if I can do Simeon's voice. Here goes. Objection! What are you? Take this seriously, will you? All you can do is somebody write a little interference for your master. Not the most ethical approach, I know, but again, Kay, again. I can worry about whether or not this is the right thing to do later. My last chance to try and prove a connection between Mr. Saint and his crimes. I'm sorry, what are we doing here? Let's forget the kidnappings for now. Is there anything else that suggests that he is our mastermind? Horse. Anus was looking for a secret string puller too, the young pup as he called them. I could prove that Mr. Saint was that same young pup, then perhaps. What evidence do I have that might point to him being involved behind the scenes? The bouquet? No. Is there anything in here about it? Chelsea Sweener. The fire? I'm thinking either the fire, the child's drawing, or the IS-7 file. Okay, there's nothing in the IS-7 file about the kids, so I'm gonna guess the fire. Right? Let me look through again. Maybe to get Honda when one of your good looks. Get the kidnappings. Is there anything else that suggests he is our mastermind? Looking for a secret string for the young pup. If I can prove that Mr. Saint was the same young pup, then perhaps. I'm unsure. Wait, what about the core or the chest diagram? Save scum? I can't save scum on this screen.
Take that!
Yeah! I got it right! I think you and Mr. Knight were both communicating with this person, Mr. Canis. Yes, and that same person? Might well be our secret string puller. That's right, our mastermind was involved in Canis and Knight's correspondence chess exchanges. I can prove that Mr. Saint was the hidden intermediary between the two of them. Alright, that's enough. This is getting painful. You don't have anything, and I have to practice for the show. So, if you don't mind... Thank you, Mr. Fender. I can take it from here, and I can't take any more of your interventions. Just look at his face. Yeah, I like it. Bowserino's back in the game for sure. I'm Simeon, the funny clown. Look at me. I'm, juggling. Okay, you can stop now. Mr. Saint, you're a fan of chess, I take it? Huh? Where did that come from? Yes, sure, I don't hate it. A secret string puller was playing correspondence chess with Mr. Canis.
Objection.
I thought Bronco was the one playing chess with Canis. You're saying he was your so-called mastermind? No, it wasn't him. Whoever it was went on manipulating events even after Knight's death. Take a look at this letter, if you would. Who do you think could have written? I believe it was the person who had inserted himself between Mr. Canis and Knight. You think? And you think that person was me?
Why would I go to all that trouble? That's crazy.
Make it appear that the two men were connected and communicating directly with one another. The very fact that led Fifi Lagarde to murder him.
What? You're saying you set that up to try and get Mr. Knight killed?
Listen to yourself. What do you think I am? Some kind of evil puppet master? You've seen me. I can barely even get the animals to do what I want.
We could find one of the letters he passed between Knight and Canis that would prove the connection beyond a doubt. I'd like to have your room searched. I believe we might find...
Letters? You won't. Trust me.
What?
Once I'm done with something, I put it straight in the trash. I guess I'm not the sentimental type. Why get hung up on the past, right?
Ah! Must have disposed of any incriminating items in order to cover up his tracks.
Guess you went in without the evidence you needed once again, huh? That's a bad habit, you know?
This doesn't prove anything either. We've fallen short yet again. What we do now? Are we out of options?
You accuse me of betraying my friend and you don't even have proof. You're despicable.
Who was that?
Oh, hi.
Miss Barry? What does she want?
Sorry, it's just, I was thinking about what you were saying, and this Knight person, you mean Bronco, right? Simeon's friend?
Yes, what of it? She knows something. I knew it, Regina is criminal! I always knew it! This was foreshadowed all the way back in 2!
A letter came from him this morning, for Simeon.
What?
What did you...
Well, I know what Twitch is doing, though. What did Twitch do? They're telling me to have an ad break. So, this is going to be a good opportunity for y'all to get some water, get some snacks, use the bathroom, do whatever y'all need to do. And as soon as we come back, we'll get back to finishing off Saint as he holds these poor fucking rabbits by their ears. Ow. But, with all that being said, ad break for V-Bucks, fuck off. With all that being said, bye for now. Howdy, everybody. Welcome back. Hope you all had a good break. Hope you got done what you needed to get done. And let's get this motherfucker done in.
How is that possible? Knight is dead. Miss Barry, we need to see this letter right away.
Sure, here you go. Let's open it up, shall we?
Another correspondence chess letter.
Next move from the game of Mr. Canis.
Can anybody else smell checkmate?
Can't wait to see your face when you lose. You were never going to beat me. Not at chess.
Postmark the 26th of March, the day before Knight died. Guess it must have gotten held up en route.
Well, we do move around a lot. It's part of being a traveling circus. Our mail arrives late all the time.
Interesting that it's addressed directly to you, Mr. Saint.
Bro got fucked over by the United States Postal Service. That is fucking funny. Bro literally got screwed by USPS.
This is it, isn't it? The proof we needed that you were the one facilitating Mr. Canis and Knight's games? One of the letters you would have transcribed in the braille, to create the illusion that they were somehow connected.
Curse you, Bronco! You're still getting in my way even now! I hate you! I hate you!
Simeon, how could you? Mr. Knight was your only friend.
Ha! We weren't friends. I stopped thinking he was my friend 18 years ago.
Right around the time of the IS-7 incident.
I nearly froze to death because of him. I was just about to head out and meet my dad at the contest. Then Bronco showed up. He pinned me down and tied me up. He was crying the whole time, whining on and on. I'm sorry, but my dad says I have to do this, and if I don't want to do what he says, he's so scary.
Stop it, Bronco! Stop it! I have to go meet my dad, I promised! If I'm not there to taste his candy for him, he'll be so upset! He needs me. If I don't go, he won't be able to show everybody he's the best in the world!
But no, he locked me in that car with him, and the two of us nearly died! He thought he could get out. But when he tried the door, it was frozen shut. We were trapped.
Oh, that's the son of the cook dude? Yep, they both were the sons of the cook dudes. Both of them.
And that's how I lost my dad.
What?
You lost your dad? Yeah, Bronco's dad killed mine! He was the son of a murderer.
What does he mean? Doesn't match up with what we know at all.
Him, Ian. The victim in the IS-7 incident was a guy named Artie Frost.
Yeah, that was my dad's name. My memories got kind of scrambled that day. What little I remembered was pretty mixed up. So I didn't find out until later that my dad was murdered.
Murderer was a man named Carmelo Gusto, a confectioner.
Really? I never knew Bronco's father's name. Or maybe I chose not to remember. Just thinking about the sicko that killed my dad turns my stomach.
Mr. Saint, are you sure you didn't know the name of the murderer until just now?
Thank you for the head pat, Stocks.
And thank you for putting me at gunpoint once again, CC. Last day before hiatus, and you put me in danger.
You think I'd sit on it if I did? No, I'd have reported him to the police straight away. All I knew was that Bronco's dad tricked my dad. And that's how I knew my dad was the one who killed that day. Bronco was a traitor. He helped his father murder mine. He was the son of a cold-blooded killer! He deserved to die!
I'm sorry, Mr. Saint, but you've made a mistake, a big one.
A mistake? What do you mean?
Monty Frost was a sculptor.
He'd been working in France not so long before the murder. The name Paul Halik.
So I hear, but I don't remember anything about that. I wish I could.
Well, I'm afraid it's only natural that you don't, because he wasn't your father.
Huh? Is this your idea of a joke? Well, it's not funny. Not at all.
You're right, it's not, but you need to know the uncomfortable truth. This piece of evidence proves that you're not Artie Frost's son.
Take that!
There it is.
Huh? Bronco's chess set? And a ring?
Yes, take a look at the ring for me if you would. What does the engraving on it tell you?
It's 2 letters, right?
It is. This is the seal with which Paul Halik used to mark his works. Found next to Artie Frost's body 18 years ago.
But why would Bronco have a memento of my father?
Police looked for Frost's son for a long time. Eventually, they found him. The ring was handed over to the man they were able to prove was his child, Bronco Knight.
But that's not... That would mean I was...
Precisely. That you are, in fact, the son of Carmelo Gusto.
No. Can't be. My dad was... I remember, don't I?
Damn.
Bronco tied me up and locked me in that car. It was his fault I lost my dad. He deserved to die. Didn't he? No way. So I get to see your circus thing even though I'm in jail? Heh. I was looking forward to the next move in our little chess game. So the show is just icing on top. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. I will. And hey, come back soon, okay? I'll be mulling over my next move in the meantime. Oh, speaking of which, I put a little something in your chess set. You can take a look at it later. Little something? No idea what that might be, but thanks. If you hadn't detained me 18 years ago, it wouldn't have had to end like this.
Huh? Did you say something?
Me? Oh, it was nothing. Goodbye, Bronco. Farewell. I did all that, and now you're telling me that it was my father who killed Broncos? And that all of this was for... I didn't want to wind up dead, too. I didn't want to be weak and vulnerable. That's why I tried to be like Canis. I stayed in touch with him all these years.
There we have it. Truth at last. Mr. Saint, you were Mr. Canis's correspondence chess partner. You were the one manipulating events this whole time.
You're right. It was me. It was me all along.
At last, he's finally telling the truth.
I was the one who witnessed the murder 12 years ago. But you knew that already. The president's
Assassination. Just as we thought. Means he's the one who drew the picture.
And they knew it too. That's why the guard kept questioning me. Day in, day out. It got so I couldn't face what I knew the next day would bring. I was a nervous wreck. Who could blame me for wanting to get out of there?
I imagine it wasn't as easy as simply running away. Eno would have sent his men after you.
No matter where I went, they were on me. They never stopped coming. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I couldn't sleep at night. Even the smallest noise had me chasing shadows. It drove me crazy. So I joined the circus. At least that way, moving from place to place was part of the job. My whole life I've been up against the chief prosecutor and the warden of a prison. No regular person could hope to stand up to people like that. From the time I was a child, I had nobody. But they weren't even the worst of it. The body double was behind it all, controlling everything. He may have been a fake, but he was the president of an entire country. What hope did I have? There was only one person I could turn to. Canis, the man who saved my life. He wasn't like Bronco. He really did want to help me.
It's quite a claim. Strange to think of a famously ruthless assassin winning the admiration of the child he saved.
He showed me how to stop being a victim, stop being hunted, and become a hunter myself, and they all became my prey.
I doubt even you imagine that the body double would ever go as so far as to co-opt our country's police.
No, I sure didn't. And as long as Wiener was around, no evidence was ever going to stand. He even nearly managed to ruin things this morning. Lagarde almost got away with it again. But I know him now like the back of...
No! The bakery! That's where I work!
I could see exactly how it was going to all go down, with the bakery being destroyed!
Like the back of my bakery.
Oh no, I don't think Simeon has much ass.
So we saw right through that plan. Chairman Wiener would try to suppress the evidence and warn the guards' trial. I see, and that's why you kidnapped Sean, correct? You wanted to force a guilty verdict, regardless of the presence of evidence or rule of law.
Maybe I did, but how else was I going to make them pay for what happened 12 years ago?
Whatever helps you sleep at night, but Wiener pulled one last surprise, didn't he? He tried to kidnap Sean himself in the hopes of influencing the verdict. In other words, you chose the exact same course of action as the man you so fervently claimed to hate.
Objection.
Swarovski analysis.
That's only if I'd actually kidnapped anyone at all. But I'd never do anything so wicked, never ever. Me commit a crime? No. And besides, I don't hate the three of them. If anything, I'm grateful. If they hadn't done what they did, my revenge wouldn't have been nearly as fun.
Objection.
So you admit it. Your motive in all of this was nothing more than revenge.
Sure, I admit it. So what? I despised every single one of them. But here's the kicker. I ain't kill anybody. The most you can blame me for is writing the odd letter here and there. A quick note to Ringer to tell her about Wiener, another to tell him so he knew about her. But the fact that they wanted to kill each other and Wilhelm succeeded, that was all on them. So you take no responsibility for the fact that your actions resulted in multiple murders.
Saint is an interesting character psychologically. Oh no, I'm liking him a lot. Unironically, this short bit with him like actually going mask off, one of my favorite Ace Attorney antagonists so far. Like genuinely up there with like the likes of I don't want to say too much because spoilers, because docs.
Right, same thing at Gourd Lake. People are much easier to control than animals, you know? The whole fake assassination plot, I handed that to Bronco on a plate.
It was part of his plan too. So Rook's murder was...
No. That was all Bronco's idea. Nothing to do with me at all. Still, it moved things in the right direction, wouldn't you say? Isn't fate a crazy thing? You can't talk like that about a murder. Setting Lagarde up was easy too. I just made it seem like Knight and Canis were in contact with each other. And slipped the chisel inside the chess set.
So it was you who put it there.
Yes, it was. I thought that might point everybody nicely in Canis's direction. Worked out pretty well, even if I do say so myself. Who knew that it would be all it took to make that awful woman murder poor Bronco? I guess she got to where she just saw enemies everywhere she looked. I know the feeling. Even the smallest thing can send your paranoia into overdrive, and then things get ugly quickly. I had a front row seat for the whole show! You were the last piece to be put into play, of course.
Who, me?
You solved both cases and finally brought down Wiener and Lagarde. I guess you could say your powers of deduction were the weapon that put an end to them both!
I didn't solve those cases for your sake.
Sure, you didn't know you were doing me a favor. You were just playing at being an attorney for a little while, right?
Getting Flowey vibes from me. Agreed, hard Flowey vibes. I'm loving him. So I was looking at pictures of Roblox. Man, who am I analyzing? Simeon.
All I had to do was Karen say, no, a few times. And you rode to my rescue like the hero you are.
Getting arrested, part of your plan, too.
No, that wasn't something I expected. I have to admit, I never thought they'd take the chisel for the murder weapon. That was the real plot twist. Made my blood run cold for sure. And then who should come through with the turnabout to end all turnabouts? The greatest legal mind of his generation, my knight in shining armor. I bet it felt pretty good saving me like that, huh? You gotta thank me, you know. I don't do that for many people.
You're wrong. He wasn't playing at being an attorney. He was just trying to help you, because helping people is what Mr. Edgeworth does. Helped me right when I needed it the most. Hey.
Did he? You sure he wasn't just trying on his dear departed daddy's shoes for a size?
No, that's not what he was doing. Okay, master. Don't let this clown get you down. He's projecting. Plain and simple. Ain't other folks with his own grubby cranberries. It's not just that he doesn't trust other people. Poor kid doesn't even understand the concept. Doing something for somebody else's sake? Forget about it. He'll never understand.
You think I care what you have to say about me? Consider this for a sec. I've gotten my revenge on everybody I sought to get it from. And yet... Think about it. I never actually did anything. What's my crime exactly? Explain it to me. You think you could pin an incitement charge on me? Read my letters? I don't mention murder anywhere. And if I did, maybe you'd have a case. Maybe you could say I'd encourage them. But it's the same story as always, I'm afraid. You can't prove I did anything at all.
It's not true. You kidnapped me.
Sorry, but I missed the part where you proved that. All I ever admitted to was sending letters. You. Letters which didn't threaten, coerce, or encourage anybody to do anything. I just passed on what you might call pertinent information.
Ah, it's a slippery one, I'll give him that. There's gotta be something we can do. What about this excitement stuff he's talking about? Excitement, okay. It means to encourage or direct another person to commit a crime. In the eyes of the law, it sees the equivalent of committing the crime itself.
So we just need to prove that he told them to do it. You say that like it's going to be easy. Guess maybe you're not so big on due process after all. You think you can make me carry the can for murders I had nothing to do with? Think again. I don't even have to talk to you if I don't want to. In fact, why am I still talking to you?
I can think of a reason. The tent is surrounded. There's nowhere left to run.
Really? You don't think I planned my escape too? What if, just to pluck an idea out of nowhere, I trained all of these vicious wild beasts to attack on command, for example? All I'd have to do is say the word, then sidle off stage in the chaos.
What? You wouldn't.
I'm just spitballing. Well, you'd pay to see that. wouldn't you? I could just as easily take Sean hostage with a gun I may or may not have in my pocket. Yeah, you know what? That'll make for a killer show. You will do no such thing.
I want to know what lengths he might actually be prepared to go to. Knowing what we know about him already, we have to be prepared for the worst.
Fine, I'll humor you. Once the curtain goes up on this little performance, it better be a lively one. Floor me and we're done here. All right, let's see if you can keep me entertained, shall we? Oh.
Not going to give me an inch. There must be something we can do. We can't let his crimes go unpunished.
So we have a hard, we have a boosted, we have a boosted damage on our little health bar now.
Is that a gun in the pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
First of all, he might have duct tape. Oh no! Got a little bit of cure in him. Yeah, no, I like it. Incitement charge on me, read my letters. I don't mention murder anywhere. What about the recordings of the wiretap? What about those? That's the only thing I can think of. Does pressing bore him?
Hold it!
No at all.
What? You didn't look? I can give you a minute if you like.
It's clearly confident that I won't find anything. You must have planned those letters down to the last word.
Look, I don't want to teach you how to do your job, but if you can't prove I encouraged them to commit those murders, your incitement charge goes up in smoke. Too bad, so sad, huh, Miles?
So the letters will not get us anywhere. I think this is the best thing we have. Boy. Worth a shot.
Objection!
Nope. Wrong thing. Loading. Damn. Come on, load faster, please. Incitement charge. Maybe you'd have a case, maybe you could say encourage them, but it's the same story as always, I'm afraid. You can't prove that I did anything at all.
Hold it!
Know for a fact that you made those murders happen.
Yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made Big Bad Chairman Wiener kill Miss Rosie Ringer.
What? You told me yourself.
Objection!
Did I? And can you prove it? If you can't, this ends here. Just ask yourself, could this sweet, innocent boy have done the things you're saying? No, 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 no!
Hate to admit it, but he's right. Without proof, we have nowhere to go with this. It can only prove what he said on that phone call.
So I'm right. Maybe I just had the wrong thing. I probably was just on the wrong statement. Good old Ace Attorney.
Objection!
What? No, 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 no. That is exactly what it is. That is literally what was fucking recorded on the bug. Or am I fucking delusional? Recording of signals that were intercepted from the bug that was planted on K's pin. He tuned me, I still got playing Dream Barbecue. I don't even know anything about Ina. I know literally zero things about Ina. None. Zip, zilch, nada. I swear to... Why is it not Miss Lloyd's tape? That doesn't make sense. I genuinely do not get how it's not Miss Lloyd's tape. The bug?
Objection!
No. Oh my god, I know what I want to say, but I don't know how to fucking say it. Like, literally, it's an interception of all the shit that was said. Why does that not work? Literally says a recording of the signals that were intercepted from the bug planting K's pin. Why does that not count? I'm looking this one up. This one's bullshit. I'm sorry. Like, this one's just frustrating. That absolutely makes sense. Unless I have to prove that he bugged her. But... I'm looking it up. Strategy, wiki, ace, attorney, investigations. There's just no reason. Zero zilch nada.
Objection!
Why? That's so stupid! It's so fucking stupid. Ugh. Ace Attorney moment. Tell me about it. Ugh. You're right in the ballpark. The ball is just whizzing by the bat. Bro, it's not the ball is whizzing by the bat. It's I'm hit. Like, it's on track to be hit by the bat, and then fucking the laws of physics just manifest the ball to just teleport behind the bat. Bullshit.
Because you said so yourself.
Shut the fuck up, Simeon. Shut up, Simeon. I said that? Weird. I don't remember.
I know you think you can worm your way out of everything. This time you're wrong.
I am?
Yes, because our conversation was being recorded by somebody intercepting the signal from the very listening device you planted.
It was? You got your conversation with the clown here on tape? That's what you're trying to tell us? No. Lang Z says, a schemer's schemes will swallow him in the end.
Mr. Lloyd, could you play us the tape, please?
You bet I can. Got it. It was this part right here. Mr. Edgeworth, that's Judge Gavel's cell phone.
Who is this? You're the one who abducted Kay.
I can't hear, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. It was right around here.
I was as surprised. We gotta check. Is he using the right amount of dots? Yes. Huh? That's weird.
Is something wrong, Miss Lloyd?
I'll say, seems we maybe, didn't quite catch the next part of the tape. What? Why? Why? How could it not be on there? Ah, poor babies. You think I'd leave myself wide open like that? Well, think again. There's something a little special about that bug, you see. It can be turned on and off remotely. Why? I never knew they make those. Remote control bugs, sure they exist, but... So you switched it off to avoid being recorded. Bingo!
But how? You would have had to know you were being recorded in the first place.
And I did! Of course I did! It was so obvious that someone was eavesdropping, and that's because... Miss Lloyd, was it? You knew about the kid prosecutor's kidnapping without any prompting.
No. You heard that whole conversation.
I did indeed, old pal. But I must say, I thought you would have figured it all out much sooner. Are you supposed to be a genius prosecutor?
Nerg!
Now, where were we again? Oh yeah, at the part where if you couldn't prove incitement, it was game over. Oh well. Oh shucks, so my tape ain't gonna be to no use to anybody after all? Come on, I must have recorded something you can use.
Only that were true.
Hey, master. The way every piece moves on the board is crazy. It's so interconnected. I just want Canis subtracted and it's perfect. Yeah? The old bugaroo. It was in your pen that whole time, right? I shake anything loose from the old brain tree? I don't know. Give me a sec to think. You're the only one who's been directly in contact with him before. So sad, relying on flawed evidence, desperately trying to make it stick. That's quite enough of that for now. Next topic, please.
He's trying to steer us away from our current line of inquiry.
You're the only one who's been directly in contact with him before.
They had a one-to-one encounter with him only recently. Sound from that point in time had been recorded. Mr. Lloyd, how long were you recording the intercepts from the bug for?
Start about, let's see now, 2 nights back?
Which case? Which time frame would we be likely to find Mr. Saint's voice on that tape?
Wouldn't be the night before last. It'd have to be last night.
Mr. Lloyd, quickly, play us any tape you have of shit.
Last night, you say? Well, sure, I guess.
I believe our culprit's voice should be there somewhere.
Master, weren't Kay and the bug with you last night? Are you trying to tell us you're the culprit? You're trying my brain and knots here, big guy.
Yeah, no, I got that wrong. Apparently I did too.
Oh man, so my tape would shut the...
He was kidnapped by our culprit. The bug might have recorded his voice then. Means it might be on that tape. Mr. Saint abducted Kay and took her up to the roof of the big building.
I didn't expect... Thank you for the head pat, Stocks. I didn't expect, I didn't expect him to talk during that, but I guess we're just gambling at this point.
What if there was a recording around that time? Mr. Lloyd, quickly play us any tape you have from the night before last.
Huh? Oh, sure thing.
You survived, Little Rye.
That's the sound of the balloon.
Indeed it is. At around that time, I imagine Mr. Saint would have been transported.
He can't have been far from... And you're gambling. It's a what it would have had to have been situation. True.
Means he can't have been too far away from you, or the bug. Is there anything else on the recording, Admiral?
Bang! Ka-chang! Wait, that noise. That was a gunshot.
Zzz, bzz.
You turned off the bug then too, it seems. Unluckily for you, you were a little late in doing so. There's no escaping it now. That gunshot ties you directly to the case.
Huh? What are you talking about? Nobody ever mentioned even a gun.
He's wrong. Somebody involved with this case discharged a firearm. Just need to remember who it was and present the piece of evidence that proves it. Which piece of evidence shows that a gun was used in an incident related to this case?
I've forgotten a lot. Was there a gun in the last case? That's what we're thinking to. I'm thinking really hard. Yo, talk about Yaoi with me. When was there a gunshot? 2 nights ago. Thank you for the care package, Tiny. Let me take care of that. 2 nights ago. Edgeworth's specialty is right. There we are. I can try in bed so I fall in the middle of the conversation. I'm surprised you haven't fallen asleep already. Thank you for the headbats, Tiny. The femboy is epic. Gunshot, 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 gunshot. When was there a gunshot? Fuck, I don't remember a gunshot. Report on night. Fuck, dude. Incident related to this case. Cause of death, crushing. Chat, I'm fucking lost. I don't remember a gun at any point. I'd have to look through details. It's difficult to, because most of this stuff doesn't have details. Details. It's just the building. Clearly, the answer is Gordy. Gunshot residue detected on right hand. It's what we got. I don't remember when this happened, but it's what we got. Written right here in the president's autopsy. Traces of gunshot residue were detected on his hand. Where was Kay when the gunshot was recorded? That's right, she was in the balloon being taken to you to the top of a big building. However, the roof wasn't as deserted as you needed it to be.
Yes, I was there with the president. Wait, not long after we started talking, he noticed something and told me to leave.
And if a gunshot rang out shortly after... Don't tell me you didn't hear it yourself, Mr. Saint, not when it sounds crystal clear in the recording. You're just going to pretend to ignore me.
What else do you expect me to do when you keep spouting your weird theories?
We didn't just hear a gunshot on that tape. If you listen carefully, you can hear the bullet hit something too. The president had been aiming at Mr. Saint. What would the bullet have struck? The balloons thing? The little, like, air thing?
Take that!
I think the president was firing at the balloon. If he was, what we heard on that tape could have been the bullet hitting the basket.
Let's take a look and see, shall we?
Ah, there it is. Oh!
With a bullet stuck in it.
There's a bullet hole in the bottom of the basket. I'd call that pretty conclusive proof.
Yeah,
Well, and dang, Kay could have caught a stray. She could have! Damn the luck stat! Well, Mr. Saint, how do you explain not just the sound on the tape, but the accompanying bullet hole?
You see everything, don't you? It's pretty impressive, I have to admit. No doubt there's anything I could hide from you if you really wanted to find it.
Just shut up and confess, will you?
All right. No need to get cranky. I'll admit, I flew the balloon up to the roof, but when I arrived, Judge Gabble and the president were already there. That came as a surprise, I have to say. But only the president noticed me, and he made the good judge leave right away. Then he pointed his gun at me and fired.
Why was he trying to shoot down the balloon?
Oh, that's simple enough. When I arrived, he was just about to murder your friend, the judge here.
Me?
Yeah, you. You told him about Sean. What do you think would happen? Why do you think he met with you in the first place? He thought you were going to expose him as an imposter.
Because she knew the truth about Sean's parentage. He was afraid.
Ha! Afraid? You can say that. That man was a total coward. His hands were shaking so much when he tried to get rid of me, he couldn't even shoot straight. So you see, I just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. I was an innocent bystander.
Okay. Let me save real quick. I wonder if we still have the reduced health. Oh, no. Sean almost got orphaned again. Present, we're already there. That came as a surprise. Judge leave right away. And he pointed the gun at me and fired.
Made her leave, but why? Wasn't he planning to kill her?
Sure, but I'll bet he didn't want to do it in front of witnesses. Murderers don't tend to like that. She still didn't know he wasn't the real president, right? His secret was safe for the time being. And now that he knew about Sean, he could kill both of them whenever he wanted. You two got lucky when he died, huh? Why the frowns? I'd be smiling from ear to ear if I were you.
Don't think anybody will be smiling until this matter has been cleared up once and for all. So please, continue if you would.
Your wish is my command. Where were we? Oh yeah, that coward of a fake president. I guess the wind is suddenly appearing in the sky must have shaken out pretty badly and he panicked.
Hold it!
Just gonna press on everything for right now. You're lucky that the bullet only struck the bottom of the basket.
Yeah, I tried to get out of there the second he pulled out that gun. Couldn't have my balloon going pop. But it was a close run thing.
You left right then and there.
Of course I did. He was shooting at me. Are you saying there's a problem with that?
Does that present a problem? Yes. In the end, you managed to leave Kay there up on the rooftop. I mean, you didn't actually leave the vicinity, did you?
Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you the next part. After he shot me, he escaped through the hatch to the 51st floor. I hung around a little longer to make sure the coast was clear, then I landed on the roof.
You mind appending that statement to your testimony?
Makes no difference to me.
And that's where you fucked up. I love that Lana and Tabby are coming in clutch here. You're lying to us again.
I am?
President never entered the storeroom the night before last. Miss Hart testified to that fact.
What? Can you believe the word of that two-bit hack over mine? I bet your gosh darn pardon. Say you about to cheat again, I dare you. I'll wipe that smile right off your stupid clown face. So we know Hart was camped out on the 51st floor that entire evening. If our fake president didn't escape through there, then how the heck did he get off the roof?
Excellent question, and one that I hope to provide an answer to next. You know that he didn't leave via the elevator, so neither that nor the hatch are possibilities. Leaves only one possible way of escaping that rooftop. How did the president leave the rooftop if it wasn't being the elevator or the hatch?
Take that!
He flew.
He flew?
Yes, in Mr. Saint's balloon.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Quit fooling around, will you? Why in the world would I give that guy a lift in my balloon?
There was a security camera on the elevator, and Mr. Hart was on the 51st floor the whole time. There's no other way he could have left that rooftop.
You know what the circus is all about? Making the audience think you're in danger, giving them a thrill. But it's time to bring this act to an end. I'm not in danger here, even if you think I am.
What do you mean?
Watch and learn, Miss Hart. Can I ask you something? You were keeping guard on the 51st floor the whole time, right? Never even blinking for a moment? You bet your big toe I was. I've done as much said so in my testimony. Ah, so the noise. The sound of Miles's faithful assistant falling through the hatch. That didn't scare you so badly that you fainted. So maybe I ought to mention this before, but I fell asleep for a few winks after that. Well, passed out. Unconscious, you might say.
What happened? It explains the noise that caused you to faint as well, Miss Hart. Sound of Kay crash landing onto the storeroom floor.
Well, so what if I did? Ain't a girl in the world don't get caught a little unaware sometimes. Sorry, Miles. That's what you get for putting your faith in these people.
Doesn't matter, Kay can't have fallen down that hatch until after the president left the room.
Are you sure about that? Allow me to offer a little counter theory. The coward fake president fired his gun at me, and he hid in the shadows until after your friend fell down the hatch. Oh, so what if he did? What would that mean? Come now, surely even you can see what I'm insinuating here.
Oh wait, come now. Surely even you can see what I'm insinuating here. It's elementary.
If the president hid until after Miss Hart fainted, he could have passed right through the 51st floor undetected.
No.
And there we have...
And there we have it. Your little theory about the secret storeroom falls apart. No! Did he have to do it in my own voice?
That's right. Oh, and another thing. I might have let Sean's identity slip to our pal, the president, while he was hiding in the shadows. That's why he went to set to try and murder him the next day, only to wind up being killed himself. That's right, it was Sean who murdered the body double.
What possible reason could the boy have for doing so?
Oh, a pretty good one. He already knew he was the president's son.
How did he discover that exactly?
Because I told him in one of my trademark letters.
What?
He's lying. Oh, you bet I am. Huh? Or am I? Maybe I did tell him. Maybe I didn't. Well, Shawnee boy, which is it? It was my fault the Torosaurus head fall off the roof. I admitted that much already. But I didn't find out about my dad until today. I swear. Well. I knew about the falling ahead thanks to the bug. But who knew it was you who made it fall? And the president died from being crushed, was it? Alright, well that's confirmed at least. You were the murderer. Congrats on getting your revenge. That ties everything up pretty neatly, wouldn't you say? Although I guess you'd say something more like,
So the pieces fall into place at last. Well, counter my unassailable logic if you can.
you know my MO by now, right? Did somebody say MO? Super! Where? Democracy!
The journalists are good for something.
I'm a hands-off kind of guy. I just like to pull a few strings here and there. That's the case with Bronco, with Chairman Wiener. So what makes you think I'd let that fake president set foot on my balloon? Besides, I thought we crushed it. He was crushed to death by that model monster head. And who said old Torosaurus is not gonna fall in,
Guys, having fun for the last stream is good. I try to have fun every stream.
It all makes perfect sense. That's how our imposter wound up dead, no doubt about it. The most motive behind the murder, the little truth I shared. Just like I said. Get it? The truth.
This garden is everyone's!
Head Darkrai, that thing you're so fond of. That's what caused the murder here. Not me.
No, that's not possible.
Well, is there a detective in the house? Somebody arrest that boy. Can't help noticing nobody rushing to slap on the handcuffs. What's the matter?
Someone else blaming Darkrai. Simeon is Baron Alberto. Curse you. I got hiccups.
Just as I thought. Admit it. You're all the same. You
Fucking hiccups.
stop it. You, Wiener, and that idiot phony president. You want the real culprit to go free so you can railroad me into a jail cell, don't That's the justice you all claim to love so much. You only love it when you can twist it to suit your needs. That's not true.
I need a bigger gun.
I need to refill my water. That's what I fucking need.
Ha! Well, if you're not going to make the move, guess I'll have to step outside and speak to an officer myself. Once I tell them the kid here's a murderer, maybe then they'll finally do something.
Not done with your testimony yet, Mr. Saint.
How did I know you'd make some excuse for stalling even longer? But you still don't have any proof, do you? Or any chance of winning this? Tell me I'm wrong. And yet you still want to prolong the agony. Well, as long as you know what you're doing.
He's not holding back. Good thing I can see my health bar.
What, did you forget that little Shawnee's life is on the line too?
Hey, Miles Reno. Take a deep breath for me, would you? Why would I do that, Fender? Because it's times like these you need to kick back, take and be grateful for what you have. The worst of times are when lawyers come to show our biggest smile and hiccups, correct? Thank you for the head pat, CC. The way in which the president made his escape is what you and Laughing Boy can agree on. But how about this for a little thought experiment? Well, if it's not about where the big guy in the purple jacket got on the balloon or not, but rather under what conditions would Simi have been cool with letting him get on board? A turnabout in thinking. Forgive the interruption, just my 2 cramp bearers worth for your old man, I guess I should say. Maybe Gregory's techniques can still prove useful in this crazy modern era. He's right. Under what circumstances could the body double have been allowed on that balloon? He was physically imposing man. What's more, he was carrying a gun. Could he have been drugged? No. No traces of sedatives found during his autopsy. Case. Surely not.
Are you about ready to continue, Miles? And don't forget, this is what we're playing for.
This is going to be tricky, but I have to tear his testimony down one statement at a time.
And I need to send us all on an ad break real quick. So, this is going to be a good opportunity for people to get some water. God knows I need that right now. Get some snacks, use the bathroom, do whatever y'all need to do. And as soon as we come back, I don't want the fucking hiccups anymore. So, with all that being said, bye for now.
Dodge this! You're only making it harder to resolve the crisis that this planet faces. Not so fast. Oh, seize light! Lend me your power! Humanity, all you have to do is accept the death I have designed for you. What's wrong? Show me the brilliance of your will. I will make this star shine brightest of them all.
Hiccups ideally should be fixed. If it doesn't work out, pardon me while I take 10 sips from my filled-up bottle of water. Anyways, hi everybody. Hope y'all had a good break. Hope you got done what you needed to get done. Howdy the Merle showing up for one moment. I'm actually really glad to see you here, man. glad you showed up one last time before we go on hiatus. Which, reminder everybody, it's a fucking hiatus. I'm not dying. I'll be back. Just with a new model. And I'm still gonna be streaming with Docs. Hell, I might even do a collab here or there. And the 222 follower special. I'm not dead. Dragon is dying. No, you're all fucking schizophrenic. Every single one of you. Take your meds. I didn't mean to do that. The strings in question being those of Sean and the person's body double in this case. What music do you want at the funeral? The music where you take your medication. That's what I want, Meryl. That's what I want. Should the casket be fireproof? Probably. And also, maybe not have a casket. I think a casket will just shatter under my weight. Plus, I don't want you all spending that kind of money. Just throw me in the ground. I don't care if it's illegal. The feds can't stop you if you believe hard enough. Doc's hit him with a hydrate. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I did do that mental health check during the break, I promise. Crossies. 3 minutes till the hydrate hits. You're fighting Tiny for it, so good fucking luck. Sink him on the ocean. You seem pretty confident of your abilities in that particular area. Steel fireproof casket lifted by an industrial forklift still won't be enough. I'm a 6-mile dragon. Don't forget, motherfucker.
Is that so weird? I'm an animal tamer, remember? And that's the wildest animal of them all. That's right, humans. Didn't take much to get those two dancing to my tune. A little truth here, a little hint of revenge there. Somebody ought to thank me. I did this world a favor.
I'm about to take a soak outside, so I might not be able to get it. Damn. The hydro homie is only a sometimes hydro homie. Such a shame. Tiny doesn't carry a hotspot with them everywhere they go. So they can hydrate everyone. Even in the depths of Antarctica. What a shame. Don't eat a bird, it might be Rami.
Mr. Edgeworth, he's scaring me.
But let him get under your skin, Kay. We have to stay strong. This man sowed the seeds of another's revenge in order to achieve his own. It's our duty to stop him. We will succeed in that duty.
Why do people do bad things, huh? Don't they realize it'll just come back to bite them in the end?
I have my phone, but I don't see the timer on the app. Oh, yeah, that's true. Twitch on mobile is fucking ass, dude. It always is.
Bronco with winner.
Set foot on my balloon. Crushed to death by that model monster head. Who said old Torosaurus' noggin a fallen, huh? I'm just gonna press on everything for this one. Wonder if Circuit is okay with his modified headset. Of fucking course he is. Everyone's okay. He's the only person okay with it.
So you insist that you had no direct involvement in any of what occurred?
What can I say? I don't like to get my hands dirty. Sure do love to watch the action unfold, though. All those idiots desperately trying to kill one another, and they don't even know I lit the fuse. I love it.
You haven't changed. All you did 12 years ago was watch too.
You're talking about the whole SS5 thing? Stop it.
I'll be late.
God damn it! You poor Papa! Scrambling around for answers and finding nothing. Shucks! What do you call that again? Oh yeah! Rank incompetence!
Damn, the mic make peaks. How dare you? Agent Lang, please. You don't know have half of you damn clown. Your father may now clarify the case. Not publicly, at any way. Also, tiny B to it, docs. Be better. Alright, let me do this. There we go. We'll stretch it down. We'll stretch it. That's a lovely image with my mouth just not moving at all. They can't be better hydrated time. By the way, have you tried drinking Tiny? That's true. You can't be a hypocrite, Tiny. We'll kill you. My father may not include, but it was saying this word that I was standing here right now. Sorry to bother Miles, but your little pet dog isn't going to magically solve the case. Now I know you have your theories. Okay, the pressing on this one, I shot a wee bit on. Yeah, but it's the only way he could have gotten down from the roof of that building. Alright, let's game this one out, shall we? Suppose I took him down to the ground like you said. What's wrong with doing that? So you admit it, you did take him on your balloon. You're really obsessing over this one little detail. This isn't like you, Miles. And how do you think it went down? He held me at gunpoint and said, "Show me the city at night." That's ridiculous, and you know it is. Or did you really fail to think this through? You said yourself you gave him Sean's identity. Surely that wasn't enough to win him over.
Objection.
Win him over? The man who shot at me? No. And you must have put him to sleep and carried him away like you did with me. Very well. Let us suppose that to be true for a second. Did the autopsy show the presence of sedatives? It's no good. He's just not giving us an opening. Anyway, never mind all that. There are way more interesting things I'd rather talk about. Model monster head. Actually, I have some doubts about that. I mean, if the president really was killed by the Torosaurus head. Don't tell me you're throwing your own pet theory in the trash, Mr. Genius Prosecutor. Aren't you the one who went to all that trouble to prove the man's squish-by-head hypothesis was true? That may have been my theory at one point. That was when we thought the head was the only thing that could have crushed it. Why the past tense? That's still your theory, no? It's not like you have anything else right now. The president's body double was crushed under the falling Torosaurus head. Fact. No. Must be something. Some other piece of evidence that could link this man to the president's death by crushing. Don't you think it's time you gave up, Miles? I don't like watching you struggle like this. We all know who did it. The model head is practically screaming his name. Okay. Instead of Torosaurus, what could it have been? This? Don't worry, I've got my eyes on that tank. Simi won't be escaping with his balloon if I have anything to do with it. I struggle to imagine him choosing to make his getaway by balloon. Look, you just leave this to me. Go and concentrate on nailing him for his crimes, alright? There's the rope. When we've finally proven who is behind all this, let's tie him up with this rope. I'll teach you a way of doing it so that even a professional escapologist couldn't get free. I understand the sentiment, but perhaps you should apply that to the pursuit of the truth instead. How heavy is a hot air balloon basket exactly? How heavy are they?
Out of curiosity, just wondering,
I want you.
wanting me does not answer my question. Enough. Enough.
Objection!
With 2 people inside. True. Sean didn't kill the president. The president was crushed by a monster! Not me! I didn't kill the president! Don't come get me, FBI. What? Did you really just say that? You? He was crushed by Monstra! My favorite Monstra. Lion hot air balloon. My favorite Monstra of them all. When do we add lion hot air balloon to Monstra, Docs? Oh, I get it. He's the kid who can communicate with giant beasts, right? That uses special powers? Only person in communion with monsters was you. Sorry, but you might have mixed me up with somebody else. No monster pals here, I'm afraid. Why the false modesty? You're very close with at least one such creature. In fact, you can make this particular monster do exactly as you command. It was you who killed the president, Mr. Satan. I can prove it. But what? You're talking about the lion balloon? Yes, a quivering mockery of a monster filled with hot air, but a monster nonetheless. Not entirely unlike Mr. Saint himself. Sorry, you lost me. What are you trying to say exactly? You seemed very keen to stick to your story about having manipulated Sean and the president. No matter how true you may have wanted it to be, that was nothing more than a desperate lie. Even the most skilled animal tamer can't make the dead do his bidding. Think of that, Patsy, see? And the president was dead long before he left that roof, having been killed by your balloon. I get it. That thing may look lighter than air, but it weighs a few 100 pounds, right? The president attacked you from the roof. You had to think quickly in order to protect yourself. Method you chose? Landing the balloon right on top of him. You didn't need to let him ride on that balloon, and you didn't need to coerce you into taking it. Because what you took away was his dead body. I thought we were going towards that already. Wait a minute now, Miles. If what you're saying is true, the president would have been killed 2 nights ago, which would mean the time of death recording the autopsy was wrong. It would? Wow, you're really losing your touch. Look again. It's written right there. Time of death, April 5th at approximately 11 p.m. Clear as day. Yeah. April 5th. That was yesterday. Which means... Exactly. It means he died when the Torosaur's head fell off of that roof. Alright, Sean. It's time to be honest with us all. You know it's the right thing to do. Wait, who the hell is this guy? Why do I feel a menacing aura? Why is he approaching me with a lollipop in his mouth? And why has my model tracking stopped working all of a sudden? Oh, there we go. Bad! Quick, get his ass! You killed your daddy, didn't you? You hated him, didn't you? We get it. Who wouldn't? He just left you. What kind of a father would do that? No, that's not what happened. I already told you. I didn't know he was until today. Oh, but you did know because I told you myself. You really have been so blind off the mark. I want to thank you once again, Miles. You hounded Wiener and Lagarde until their crimes were finally exposed. By ruining them both, you helped me get my revenge. Gotta love those powers of deduction. Time of death matched up everything else would fit. So, could he possibly have cheated the time of death somehow? Oh, and what was the other guy's name again? Carmelo Gusto? You even ran him down for me. That was some great work you did there. Oh god, they're back. Or were they turned off? I didn't even notice. Lovely. Of course, Gusto. Bias evidence in. He killed Frost and froze his body in order to conceal it. Mr. Gusto needed to freeze Mr. Frost's body in order to obscure the time of death. They determined that the murder occurred during afternoon tea would have been an obvious suspect.
Bingo.
I love the parallel.
I only wish I could have been there to see his downfall, too.
How can you say that? He was your father. It's so scary. This Lagarde just... Oh, I have to use his actual voice. It's so scary. This Lagarde just keeps asking and asking about what happened that day. Not to measure dots. I was confident in those ones. Where are you, Dad? When are you coming to get me? Please, I need you to come take me away. Is it because I broke my promise? I didn't show up in time to help you taste your work?
He was no father. He left me all on my own. What kind of person would do that?
We may have shared the same blood, but that's it?
Father, what a joke.
May not want to hear this, Mr. Saint, but you share more than blood. You share definitely no good qualities with Detective Bad. Why he's leaving? Because he hates you. Hate him all you like, but you're more like your father than you know.
What's that supposed to mean?
It can be strange sometimes, but this was no coincidence. You and your father were the same, even in the methods you chose. You deliberately threw off the time of death just as he did.
That's right, we had to rescue him from the warehouse refrigerating unit down by the harbor.
Refrigeration unit deep in a... Words.
I threw off the time of death, and how did I do that exactly?
Hiding the present's body in a very specific place. You hid the body right here.
Right? Not delusional. Sanitation plant. Daybreak dump. It would have been a dump, right? 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 Depot? Alright, no, the depot.
Take that!
Where does he freeze? I would assume not somewhere called Sunshine.
Needed to keep the body cool somewhere, and you also needed somewhere to keep Sean. That the two were connected.
You're talking about the kidnapping again? Why are we bringing that up now?
As much as you may wish you had forgotten, he knew that you kept Sean in the refrigeration unit. Same refrigeration unit, which you kept the president's body. Just as your father froze the body he was trying to conceal 18 years ago.
What? You're saying I'm... Same as him? The same as the animal who abandoned me?
A sad irony, but an undeniable truth nonetheless.
You think if trash was kept frozen, it'd keep from stinking? I don't know. Ask a scientist about that.
Objection.
Shut up! I'm nothing like him. I could never be like him. He's nothing to do with me, and we're nothing alike.
Alright, kiddo, I think it's pretty clear how you and old Gusto have more than a little in common. You even told us you didn't like sweet stuff way back when we first met, right? Meryl doesn't work like that. I don't think Meryl is a scientist. If that's not the product of your daddy issues, I don't know what is. You don't understand. You may have tried to disown your own father, but he lives on in everything you do. Think the same way. You're every bit as prepared as he was to sacrifice others in order to protect yourself. Your crimes were even exposed in the same manner. You couldn't be more similar.
Shine, brightest of them all.
Okay, before he has this breakdown and we have like the whole like funny ha 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 ha, ha look at him, his makeup's running or some shit. What about when we were analyzing Sean's tape and we saw the president in the back standing? What about that? Just a question. He didn't look very dead there when we were analyzing that tape. Or should I say, I don't know anything about a refrigeration unit, and the kidnapping, nothing to do with me.
Nonsense, you did so you could blackmail Judge Gavel. We know that for a fact you were involved.
Thank you for the head pats, Docs.
Y'all are gonna be broke after this stream, even more than a Twitch integrated Rain World stream.
Did it happen before or after he was on the roof? I mean, how else did he get down there? It was after and maybe a frozen body? You're a real danger to be around. You know that, Miles? What aren't you going to accuse me of? But it changes nothing. You still don't have any proof of incitement, of kidnapping, of anything. Oh wait, or are you planning on maybe fabricating some, taking a leaf out of an old winter playbook?
Never! I would never do that! I let myself rise to the provocation.
What was the line?
No matter what happens, we must find the truth.
Something like that? Ha! But only when the truth suits you, huh? That's how the law keeps people down, isn't it? And why I had to get revenge myself. I got away with it. I got away with it all. Lagarde, Wiener, and now you. None of you can touch me. This is bad, Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't there anything we can do?
Everything points to this man being our culprit. But we need evidence, even just one piece.
All right. It's been fun, but it's time we brought this little show to an end, don't you think? Stick around for the main event, won't you? I'll even let you in for free if you finally admit defeat. And here he comes. Who was that?
Gumshoe? I was expecting someone else, but I'm okay with this.
Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Gummy, where have you been? I've been doing my job, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me.
And Detective Gumshoe, do you have anything to report?
I had them look into a few things real quick, sir, at the refrigeration unit where the kid was kept. It was registered to Very Big Circus, just like you said. And there it is, just in the nick of time.
Excellent work, Detective. Well, Mr. Saint?
Must be some kind of mistake. Why would a circus need a refrigeration unit?
A valid question, I suppose, but we're no experts on the circus trade. Perhaps we could ask your department manager for thoughts on the matter. Well, Mr. Barry?
We do hire a unit to store all the food for the animals, but I don't know where it is. I leave all that to Simeon. He's so good at that kind of thing. It was me, pal. I come in clutch at the very last appearance. It was an honor serving you, sir. Ah, you fool! Hey, Simeon, you're scaring me.
Such a shame, but rushing to find a solution after the fact so often leads to mistakes. You knew that if a body was found in the unit, the suspicion would fall on you. So you panicked and moved it to the grounds of the big building instead.
Yeah!
But you weren't counting on Sean being found in the unit when you kidnapped him. If only you'd known you were up against a great thief and an even greater detective. Is everything alright? You're looking a little pale.
Don't think you've won just yet, Miles. You're missing proof for the most important part of your little theory.
I am. Perhaps you could enlighten us.
You don't have any evidence that I crushed the presidential faker with that balloon. And I know you don't, because there isn't any.
I'm afraid there is.
What?
If Mr. Saint murdered the victim as we think he did, there should be traces of your misdeed on this piece of evidence.
The balloon? I figured we're going for the lion lilies. I'm assuming. Well, not like very last. I think I show up at Apollo, but basically my last relevant appearance. I don't remember Gumshoe in Apollo. I'll see you in fanfiction, sir, and in fan art. I'm looking at docs. Anyways.
Take that!
Analysis of the balloon basket should turn up the evidence we need.
The balloon again? You already have your bullet hole. What else do you expect to find? We, expect to find plenty, actually. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? If there's truth to be found, then he'll find it. He's a hero of justice. He sure is. We'll find something for sure. Mr. Edgeworth has gotten out of the way of tighter spots than this one. But they say, we believe in you, Mazzarino.
I love you, Fender.
And so does your pop. He's looking down on you right now.
I know he is.
Just stay calm and see this through to the end, Miles Edgeworth. I've had 2 lines this entire stream.
President's body double was killed by the balloon. Traces of a certain substance will prove that. And you, Simeon Saint, will pay for your crimes at last.
I'm looking forward to this. Time to wrap up the mysteries of past and present once and for all. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, deal the final blow to this unforgivably wicked man.
This last piece of evidence will prove your guilt beyond a doubt.
You know what they say about lion lilies? The tire between child and parent.
Take that!
Sean found the president's body. He also found a bouquet of lion lilies.
Lion lilies, symbol of connection between parent and child. A popular flower back in St. Paul. That's your proof? A bunch of flowers that will be rotting at the dump by now? A bunch of flowers that Sean threw away? So much for your beautiful symbol of parental connection. Ugh. That's got nothing to do with any of this.
You know him, Sean. You threw those flowers away. That much is true. The bond they represented remains as strong as it ever was. The president held on to them until the last, an act which provided us with our final piece of evidence.
What? What are you talking about?
Flowers Sean disposed of had been squashed flat. Must have been crushed by the balloon. We examined the basket for traces of lion lily pollen. What do you think we might find?
No. You don't need to do that. You looked over the basket just now. Anyway, if there was pollen stuck to it, you would have seen it. Those flowers are bright yellow.
Not all evidence is visible to the naked eye, Mr. Saint.
Huh?
Emma!
Yeah?
I'd like to call on your scientific skills once again, if you don't mind.
Are you ready for another tutorial? Let's take a look at this balloon basket. I lost the tutorial. But I've got something. Bright yellow pollen, just like you said. From the same flowers, it should take more than our quick test to prove it. What? Rare Emma W, common Emma W, and you misspelled her fucking name. I subject you to 5 pets of Little Rye. Do it for me, because I keep forgetting to make that. I keep forgetting to make that redeem.
Murdered the president, and this murder you carried out yourself.
Wait, how? How does she have a common W? See, you ruined the bit. I was getting it close to the screen to make fun of you for misspelling her name. And also, fuck, she does only have 1 M. Okay, so the bit still matters. Kind of. We like Emma in this household. We like Emma. No, how could this? No!
Crush the president with that balloon.
Hate you all and I'm blowing you up. Finally.
Then you loaded his body into the basket and took him to the refrigeration.
But why? Why go to trouble removing the body?
Because he knew another incident was scheduled to occur that same evening.
Oh, Rosie Ringer's murder.
Exactly. If he had left the body there, it would have interfered with his other plans.
I get it. He couldn't leave the body in the refrigeration unit for too long either, right?
He not. So while returning to the big building to drop off the body again following night, he must have observed the fire Sean caused, the Torosaurus head falling as a result. That's what gave you the idea, wasn't it? To frame Sean for the murder?
Yeah! It seemed as if the falling head was what killed him so that my son would take the blame. Despicable coward.
In order to achieve your aim, you lowered the president's body from the balloon to the lock below. I was dangling from the rope you used.
Oh.
It was caught on Sean's rehearsal tape.
No. How did you see through it all? How?
Manipulated people. You manipulated this case just as you manipulate animals on the stage. Thought you were all powerful. But your reign is at an end.
The animals look like they're mad with you, Simeon. Even Money and Izzy. They thought you were their friend, but you're not. You're sad and they're mad at the same time. So stop it. Stop looking at me like that.
That's a little weird he was standing like that, true. Perhaps they will when you finally stop clowning around. You're not cut out for comedy. Your tale is destined to end with a whimper.
I don't... Get away from me! Get away from me! Leave me alone! Dad! Where are you? I'm so scared! I don't know what you're talking about. I've done nothing wrong. Nothing. I'm not the bad one. They are. Why, Bronco? Why did you stop me from going to see my dad? Only none of them did what they did. I wouldn't have had to. I couldn't trust the police. I couldn't trust anybody. I was all alone with nobody to help me. But that man, he helped me. HIATUS was the only one who ever helped me. So why am I use people I had to? Is that so wrong? No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Ow, that hurts. Stop it. You! No! Why? Oh, no! No!
Best breakdown ever, by the way. The cat already solidified that, but then the gorilla just comes up and decks him. Oh my god.
But it seems the game is up at last.
The killer!
Mr. Edgeworth, may I be the first to congratulate you? You have unmasked the person behind this entire sorry affair. Now I am free to...
No!
Guns are so clumsy, don't you find? I don't have a gun. Please, not only are you carrying one, you were just about to draw it.
I've stolen it from the president after murdering him.
This gentleman betrayed a bond of trust. He knew the so-called president was an imposter, and yet he employed me to kill him nonetheless. There's nothing more dangerous for an assassin than to be lied to about the nature of one's target. If one does not know what cards one opponent is holding, one can be very surprised. But that was not your true crime. No, thinking you could deceive me, manipulate me. That is the crime for which you are about to pay. No!
I like how Gavel was holding, Oh, hello.
You! It's been a while, the killer. Step aside, Canis. That man is my target. I would politely ask that you call off this particular job. He'll pay for his crimes, but in prison, not at the end of your blade.
Top 5 coolest Ace Attorney moments, agreed.
And if I refuse, let us just say that I might not take loss of the one life he helped me and I help him. You save a life. No need to harm Canis, the blind butcher himself. Yeah, preposterous, I know. But yes, I, who have taken so many lives, once chose to preserve one. That of an innocent young pup. And he, in his turn, saved mine. Something of a bond formed between us. Laugh all you like, I know I would, but I would respectfully request that you spare him. As one professional to another, I ask that you let this particular target live. Very well. boy must mean a lot to you. Thank you. I am in your debt. You need not thank me. I simply see little point in the two of us killing them. Now then, I bid you all good day.
No, get back here!
You have my thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. This young pup needed to be shown the error of his ways. You have done just that. All right. I suppose we'd better be getting back. Our ironclad enclosure awaits. Doesn't it, Helmut? Yes, it does.
Oh, what now?
Oh, hello.
You killed my dad, didn't you, old man?
I will not lie, I did. The victims deserve to be remembered, at the very least. But I sense a great hatred for me from you, horn pup. In that case... Sean, no! You must not falter, little one. Here, you may use my knife. Take it, and cut my throat! One sure slice is all it takes. I was growing rather tired of carving my little statues anyway.
My name is Sean Finn. You killed my father. I want revenge. I want it so badly.
Sean, don't do it! Please, Sean, I beg of you!
At least, I did until just now. I would have done anything to make you pay, no matter how long it took.
Oh, but you should make those who have wronged you pay. It'll make you feel so good. Trust me.
All the pain, all the suffering, it all goes away. It drowns it all out. Numbs it. Maybe it does. In listening to you, I thought maybe that's what I wanted.
Sean!
But it's not just about me. Say I get my revenge. How does that help anybody else? If I become a murderer, my mom suffers 10 times more than I ever would. So would all the people I work with. They're counting on me. They worry about me.
Thoughtful words indeed, little one.
Yeah, well, I get it now. I won't ever forgive you, but I shouldn't be the one who gets to punish you. That's what these guys are for. My mom, prosecutor, people like that.
Sean.
Wow, you may be young, Sean, but you're way wiser than I'll ever be.
Could at least consider trying to better yourself, Kay.
Very well, then I suppose we'll be on our way with me, young pup.
On our way? Where?
Where else? To the prison! Our home.
Our home?
That case came to an end. Case that had dragged so many people into its orbit. As for me, there was one last thing I had to do. Geist approves of you.
This title is too long. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Edgeworth. That's the big idea, Big Huh? Wanna tell us what we're doing here?
Mr. Edgeworth, the request has been processed and approved.
Huh? You're what now?
Asked for my prosecutor's badge to be reinstated.
Dodge this.
Dodge this reinstatement.
I am returning it. This day forth, I'm a prosecutor no longer.
I still can't believe you did that for me.
A certain man once said, being an attorney is to be a defendant's most trusted ally. Now, by believing in your client, the truth will make itself known. Man's image has been forever burned into my memory. Strongly as the vision of my father fighting in the courtroom. Good old Gregory. That's his and my father's power. Mine lies elsewhere.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Death is that of the prosecutor. Always was.
Well, I guess that's that.
Sorry.
Oh no, I dig it. And besides, I can tell by that look in your eye that your mind's made up.
is.
Alright then. Looks like our work together is deadly done. Just don't come crying to old Eddie if you change your mind. This club's now closed to new members.
I understand.
Hey, Alistair, care to tell me why at least? How come you're so dead set on popping the old prosecutor's hat back on?
Once asked me something, Fender.
Are you going to keep fighting crime as a prosecutor or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you got a big decision ahead of you, one only you can answer.
Thinking about that question ever since. About how I mean to live my life. And now that this case is over, I think I finally know the answer. Going to help people as a prosecutor.
Can't you also do that as an attorney?
Look at it this way. Simeon Saint was also a victim of sorts. He lost his only parent all those years ago. With him, his ability to believe in a just world. Know how that feels. Lose somebody so important to you. To lose faith in everything. To doubt everything and be utterly alone. To fight and fight and fight. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty, so I make that my policy. And I was lucky. Somebody was kind enough to save me from myself. Mr. Saint had nobody. He had no faith in the law. Felt that seeking revenge himself was the only option. I doubt even you imagined that the body bill would ever go as far as to co-opt your country's police.
No, I sure didn't. And as long as Wiener was around, no evidence was ever going to stand. He even nearly managed to ruin things this morning. Lagarde almost got away with it again.
Want to help people.
And how do you plan to do that?
If he had been able to rely upon the law, none of this would have happened.
Chairman Wiener made a mockery of justice, and in doing so, drove Mr. Saint away from seeking it. The law is only as good as its practitioners. It can be a shield that keeps people safe from harm, or a sword wielded to wound them.
Kinda funny how the game just doesn't show Phoenix when Edgeworth is clearly referring to him. I guess they don't want to take the spotlight away.
Just one among many of law's great contradictions. You can say that again. Yep, it's what we folks in the trade like to call a legal contradiction. Law is far from perfect.
One cannot solve such contradictions in the law without engaging with it. I don't think an attorney would have saved Mr. Saint. But a prosecutor? Custodian of the law? I think perhaps they could have. I plan to take up my badge once again. To confront those contradictions at every turn. The real reason was they want to add more to the right worth agenda.
Dude, I once stumbled into a shipping wiki, and on the recommended pages, I clicked right worth. I clicked Narumi too, just to see how long the page was. The scroll bar was so tiny.
Miles Reno. I like it. You know, it won't be easy breezy though, right? And the law itself, that's Lauren on hard mode.
I understand that, but somebody has to do it.
No, I don't have that. If it has to be anybody, it should be you. Laws are like people, I guess. They both gotta grow and change, adapt or perish, am I right? You're going to smash this. I just know it. After all, you're Gregory's boy through and through. If there's one thing that man did not know how to do, it's give up. Eyes on the prize and straight till sunset. That was his motto.
Before Clavier Gavin. Christoph. I was about to say.
You know what? I saw that same determination on your face the second you mentioned taking up prosecuting again. You know what's really grown and changed?
I need a bigger gun.
Guns. It was guns. This ain't no Blade X. Its definitive edition is out right now. You should go play it, Miles Reno.
Hate to be a great big cranberry, but you... I only wish your dad was here to see it. He'd be proud. Okay, you just accidentally hit the B button on me, why don't you?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if you're ready to begin, you can get the ceremony underway.
Please.
By the power vested in me by the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence, I, Verity Gavel, do hereby in the sight of the Almighty Goddess, reinstate Miles Edgeworth as a servant of the law. All right, you're a prosecutor again. Best news I've heard all week, sir. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, I got a scoop. Your pops is going to want to know that his kid just signed up for the opposition a second time.
Thank you again, Fenda, for everything.
Don't thank me yet. Next time you see me, could be across the courtroom. And this face is a whole lot less roguishly charming when it's not on your side of the aisle.
Relish the opportunity to face an attorney trained by my father. I hope that day comes very soon.
Alrighty, and her out. Welcome back into the fold, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Thank you, Judge Gavel. I owe you more than I can say.
You do?
You strove to right the wrongs of the committee from the inside. Must have been a lonely battle indeed.
Not all. I was never truly alone. That's right, you had the Goddess of Justice on your side.
Thank you for teaching me that it's possible to fight in such a way. Contradictions within the committee are like those within the legal system itself. If you aren't able to overcome them, the real truth will forever evade us. I have you to thank for teaching me that, setting me on this path. I hereby swear to confront the contradictions that afflict the law, and to overcome them.
And I thank you for your commitment to that cause, as does the Almighty Goddess. We truly believe that such efforts are necessary in order for the law to grow and improve.
I look forward to seeing you in the courtroom again soon.
As will I. You did not see the best of me when I last oversaw a trial. Next time will be different.
Thank you for the head pat, CC.
I will show you what it means to serve justice with true impartiality.
Judge Gavel, I don't mean to call your motivation into question.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
But, to my mind, the ideal judge is not wholly partial. The ideal judge is human. Even in the courtroom, they laugh, they cry, they rage, they smile. And when all is said and done, they pass down a judgment based in that very humanity. Not sure exactly how to put this. Perfection isn't always the loftiest of ideals, and it's certainly not the only thing to strive for. Forgive me, this is my opinion. Nothing more.
You are right, of course. There are other ways. I thank you for sharing your insights, Mr. Edgeworth. There is another reason I was never truly alone during my long struggle against Chairman Wiener. Someone else was with me. Someone other than the goddess. Of course, Sean! This clipping gave me more courage than words can express. Simply having it near gave me hope. No matter how hard things get, no matter how formidable one's opponent, when we feel that we are not alone, we can keep going, no matter how hard the road ahead. Mistakes have been made, but we must fix them, for Sean's sake more than anyone else's.
Mistakes made in the incident in which his father died.
So you see, there's something more important even to me than the goddess. It may anger her to hear me say such things.
So that was your secret weapon all along, the strength of your bond with your son.
Perhaps you are right. Perhaps we should not strive for an unachievable perfection. But I must grow. As a servant of the law, and as a mother. That I believe above all else.
I see. Means that we both have plenty still to learn.
Indeed. We are neither of us perfect yet. Let us continue along our chosen paths. Continue to grow as we tread them. Till we meet again. I will look forward to that day. May the goddess watch over you as you embark upon the next step of your journey.
And then we get another hour-long conversation from Gumshoe. Lost the title of prosecutor. I've regained it. In doing so, I have seen a new way forward, a new path for justice. I am determined to follow that path until it finally leads me to truth. Why am I talking so fast? No matter how hard it might be, no matter what obstacles might arise, what would tie anyone who stands in my way? For whoever they may be, whatever they might say, I will lift up my voice and shout. Ah! And that's it. Ace Attorney Investigations 2. It's worth having a steel samurai moment at the very end. What, the fast talking? So, Chief, what kind of scoop we looking to land ourselves next, huh? Did I teach you, knucklehead? We're journalists, dang it. Leads our stock in trade, our bread and butter. Don't just hand that stuff over. I'm your danged apprentice. This is sorry, Chief. Guess I still got a whole bunch to learn, huh? Well, all right then. Better go track down some leads my own self. That's the spirit. You go get 'em, champ. Before you mosey on down the way, I'd, hear what kind of leads from their leads might be. Huh? But, Chief, you... Come on now, I'm pretty much your editor, ain't I? Can't hold out on the boss. Oh, come on, Chief, that's cold. Man's trying to get in one more Little Ride death before we go on hiatus. What's going on here?
He's still bleeding.
My arm wound has yet to fully heal even now. The bodyguard who inflicted it was a skillful practitioner indeed. I shan't be forgetting him in a hurry. But never mind that now. Time to return to the life of a simple ice cream seller. I may have been thinking that perhaps crepes would be more my speed. Well, no rush. I'm sure there'll be no time to ponder the matter before my next job comes in.
Oh my god. Shut up, Ad. I'm snoozing you as many times as I can. Die.
Sorry, you might have knocked me on my butt, wise guy, but I ain't offered to count yet. I'll be keeping my guard up and looking for an opening. We'll get out of the stump yet. Ain't that right, Teddy? The second the bell rings for the next round of escape shenanigans, we'll come out swinging. Till then, it's training, and more training.
Ugh. I can't yap much, because they keep talking. They yap and I have to yap.
Huh? You wanna know if I'm still planning on becoming an animal stylist? Sure, I'm still studying every single day, still up to my elbows in mud, but I guess it suits me better than being a newspaper salesman. I plan to make it my new career when I finally get out of here. What's that? Is my release a few more years away? Now because I helped warn the guard? Yeah! Ah! Do you think I'm being so nice and stupid for games? I don't care about the freaking license. I just want to get out of here. Why me?
So many times, still nothing. He just has mercy on you today. Christ almighty.
I was so shocked when I learned what Simeon had been up to this whole time. I trusted him. I was his boss. Still, I can't sit around and be sad forever, I guess. The show must go on. We can't let the magic department and the ventriloquy department get the better of us. We'll light up that stage and blow away the competition and all those awful memories with it.
Or cringe enter chats against one shot again. I hope. That'd be hilarious. There he is, Papyrus.
I must have gotten soft in my old age, haven't I, boy? Yes, I have. 18 years ago, I saved her life, and the troublesome child is still keeping me busy to this day. And now here we are, back in a cage. Well, we'll have company soon, at least, won't we, boy? Yes, our friend the pup. Certainly things won't be dull with him around. No, they won't.
Fucking Simeon, dude. Fantastic antagonist. There they are!
What dessert shall we eat? Chocolate cake, sticky and sweet.
Oh, so soft, fluffy and light. You'll be my dreaming of it tonight.
I'll always be waiting for you, Junie. I'll come visit you every day, just like you and Eddie did when I was in here.
We had so much to thank him and Edgeworth for. Most of all, the fact that I get to eat your delicious desserts again, Samson.
And not just you. They gave me permission to keep providing sweet treats to everyone here. I guess spreading the gospel of candy making for all these years is finally paying off. And this is a fine father figure for Simeon. Bro just has a soft spot for, like, fucking kids, dude. Wonder if there's a story behind that, like some of my grandchildren.
Oh, hello, sweeties. Fancy seeing you here. I owe you a great big thank you, you know.
Dear old Gregory Pegleg, too, of course.
After all, it's thanks to you I can get these semi-poo-poo sweets again. I'm not even thinking of making a lovely medicine out of them.
I don't remember what voice I gave her.
I'm going to call it Snacker's Delight. It makes your stomach so small you can only eat snacks.
And yet skinny as a tank peg and love every minute. I'm going to make a fortune.
Here's Larry. Man, I met so many beautiful people now and drawn so many beautiful sketches. Lulu isn't the biggest fan of my new work, though. She took one look at my sketchbook and hit me over the head with it. Bam! Just like that. And then she left. Guess that's one less beautiful person in my life now. So I've got a big decision ahead of me. Do I follow my art or follow my heart? By heart, I mean new girlfriend. You got that right?
How far are we down the list? I got excited. Wait, yeah! Badster, a badnator. Seriously, though. Thanks for the assist today, good buddy.
You want me to talk about IA7? I'll talk all day. Sounds like Edgeworth Kid is doing good.
Yeah, Miles Sereno chose a different path from his old man in the end. That means we can't work together, but that won't stop me from looking for him from time to time.
You come pretty far yourself.
Holy macaroni! A compliment from Big Bad Detective Bad. Am I dreaming? Well, flattery will get you everywhere, old pal. You ever need a little fin for magic, just say a word. We got bad at the credits. Everything was worth it. Oh,
looks like they'll be letting me off a little easier than I thought for what I did. I guess because I told them I was kind of forced to do it. Ouch!
Ain't no such thing as easy when it comes to crime, dang fool child.
Sorry, Grandma. I still feel awful about it, of course. But I'm just so glad I get to stay out here with you. What's that? You think we should be getting back to work? Hehe, I guess you're right. Can't keep the dead waiting.
Oh, I'm surprised I remember all these voices. Oh, hey, look, it's Emma, who just sounds like Kay. Science saves the day again, huh? Good thing I happen to be around, right? Even if I do have to jump right back on a plane again and go back to Europe. Most flying around is gonna get tiring. Still, it's all part of becoming a first-class forensic investigator. Guess I'd better get going. Oh, but if you ever need me, just say the word, okay? I'll come running. You know I will. Hey, she's starting her depression arc. The snackos are imminent. Now we have Frieza. Cranberry. The greater one's father, the greater the pressure to be great. What Eustace Winner, was it? He was chosen his own path now and will be tested. Just as I was. Miles Edgeworth chose to live as a prosecutor over how his own father lived. That, too, is a valid answer to the question we've all had to wrestle with. I'll get on that, Tiny. Gotta take a quick sip. Voice acting approaches. When do I get to voice Winner? My father hid a secret for a burden.
I could only have imagined. I thought only of my family name. He thought of so much more. He thought of our entire nation. I mean, to carry on that legacy, to fulfill his last great wish, even if our president was an imposter, even if the real president is long dead. Even if it takes all my effort and all my men's effort, saying Fa will rise again. Can't wait for you to see it. A lot of themes in this game, yeah. Parent to Child is a big one, it is. It combines its themes better than Charlotte did, but it had the time for it. By God, it had the time for it. I gave up on the winner thing. Told everybody to stop calling me that. Because I didn't win. My dad did it all for me. I'm going to start again from scratch. I won't let what he did ruin everything. And pretty soon I'll be better than him, and better than Edward. So watch out. Now, first order of business. Get a new nickname. Have you tried the best? Oh boy.
Hey, you, Newt. Well, it was eventful to say the least, but we got it done, and the movie's going down great. I think the murder stories and the gossip magazine might have helped. Big Bad Man emerged from Big Bad Mole. Revealed true face of monster behind Zing Bomb into the murder plot. Huh? Wait, this is a picture of you, Mr. Powers? What? But why? Hey, it's not so bad after all. It'll make people come and see the movie, right? Uh-huh. Yeah, I guess.
Full-on name change. Is it time for Sean? I very much enjoyed the movie, Sean. It's nothing. It wasn't even a big part.
I'm on one snooze.
The boy who befriended both Poor Source and Goody doesn't get any bigger than that, and it was a role you were born to play. You think? Well, it would be cool to be in the sequel, I guess. And I kinda like acting. Hey, can we pick something up before we head back? I wanted to get some lion lilies for my dad. Of course, and I will buy some too. For Amelie.
Gavel, I love you not as much as Geist, though. Real! Except for the loving Gavel part. Still kind of mad about the first 4 cases. This title is too long.
Oh, it's been a busy few days, huh, sir?
Unbelievably so. It's so many important cases all come along at once.
It's never a dull moment when I'm around. I guess I'm just lucky that way. Wait, so all that stuff that happened because of you? No, Gummy, how could you say that?
Yet, I don't think the good detective is entirely wrong. Okay, what now? Will you be returning to your thieving practice?
Yeah, good question. What? You're not sure? How can I put this? I guess I feel like I've been trying to follow in my father's footsteps this whole time, you know? Trying to become a great thief just like how he was.
Yaltakarasu. Or hey, Yaltakarasu at least.
But, judging how this all panned out for you, Mr. Edgeworth, it got me thinking that maybe I need to get out from under his shadow. Live my own life, too. Just like how you decided not to do the whole attorney thing. Time to make our own fate.
He's right. Thank you for all the head pats, Cece. After all, nothing thrives in the shade.
I'm going to be my own hero.
Sounds like an admirable plan indeed.
I won't be giving up the name, though. I can't not be the Yatagarasu, right? Whatever name you pick, you'll always be K-Daisuke, and you'll always be a hero. Aw, thanks, Gummy. You'll always be my Gummy, too. You bet I will, and I'll be doing my detective thing just as hard as always. So I'll be counting on you, sir.
Yes, and I'll be counting on you too, Detective. Just as I've been counting on you for these last few days. Helped us out too many times to mention. I think your next salary review may come as a pleasant surprise.
Huh? Huh? Wait, you mean?
What's the matter? I'm saying I'll see to it that you get paid a little more, Detective.
You will? This is unbelievable, sir. No way, go Gummy.
Like a dream come true. I can finally leave the instant noodle life behind. I don't think I'll be letting you rest on your laurels. Your work won't be getting any easier. I hope you understand that. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. I'll give you everything I got. Just you wait and see. And then Judge Gap was setting me in on a new path in life. Path on which I will face down every contradiction that the law has to present. Path at whose end lies the ultimate truth. But can I really do this? I'll need to give it some serious thought. It certainly won't be easy. Nonetheless... Mr. Edgeworth, there's another reason I was never truly alone during my struggle against Chairman Wiener. Someone else was with me, someone other than the goddess. Okay, look, we just saw this scene, man. We don't... Enough with the flashbacks. This is my biggest criticism of this game. Too many fucking flashbacks. Too fucking much. Strength of my bonds. Oh, I almost forgot. But what? What is it? I was trying to find other members for my Yatagrasu team, right? You vaguely remember something about that. I never even found a single one. We were going to be unstoppable and request to steal the truth. How much for that little pipe dream? You kidding, right? You already have a team. A team that can solve any case the world cares to throw at it. Huh. Yeah, I guess I do. Prosecutor, detective, and the great thief. Between the three of us, we can hunt down the truth, put it in handcuffs, and steal it once and for all. Can't help feeling a little sorry for the truth in that case. As long as the three of us stick together, we got nothing to fear. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? Indeed. Nothing at all. Father followed his own path, right to the end. Now, I follow a path of my own making too. I have 5 minutes for this shit to wrap up. Once alone, I have some colorful companions to help me. As long as they're beside me, I won't lose my way. It's a new path and a new me. I'll be walking it as a prosecutor, not an attorney. Father's path and mine are different. But they're not as separate as they may seem. Though the routes differ, the destination is the same. Because of course, both end at the truth. That's that. Oh, I love that icon for that achievement. Really good. All right. And that's it. Let's switch back over to chatting. We don't got much time. And that's it. Ace Attorney Investigations 2 is over. And so is my time on Twitch and streaming for the moment. Like I said, this isn't the end. I'm just taking a break. It's just a hiatus so I can work on 3.0. And when I come back, we're going to be bigger, more beautiful than ever. And I'm looking forward to it. Thank you all so much for everyone who dropped by. About fucking time. Jesus. About time. But thank you for everyone who showed up today. Whether it was just for a few seconds or elsewise, it all means the world to me. And I'm so glad that so many people showed up for as long as they could. I appreciate it a lot. But for right now, until our 222 follower special, whenever I get that done, this is gonna be it for now. I hope you all have a great day, great afternoon, great night, wherever you are. Whatever the fuck y'all are doing. Actually, y'all have a good one. I love you guys a lot.